Hello Pisces and welcome to Wild Magnolia Tarot. My name is Maddie and this is going to be your weekly reading for August 23rd through the 29th. Quick disclaimers. This is a general reading and cannot possibly resonate with everyone, so take what does resonate and leave what doesn't. And if none of it resonates, you can check out one of the videos for your other signs, or you can go check out some of the very many talented readers on this platform who may have something more attuned to your situation this week. This video is for entertainment purposes only. I am not a doctor, lawyer, counselor, therapist, etc. I am simply a girl with a passion for the tarot, and anything that I say resembling advice is based solely on my opinion, my own experiences, my own knowledge, my interpretations of the cards, and any little bits and pieces that may come to me intuitively throughout the reading. If you do enjoy this reading, if it does resonate with you, please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel so that you can get notifications when I upload in the future. Real quick, I do want to start doing pick-a-cards and theme readings, things of that nature, in the near future. And so I'm looking for ideas. I want to know what people want to see in a themed reading. So please, if you have any ideas, if you have anything you want to see, please put it in the comments, because I would love to hear your suggestions and implement them in future videos. So with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Starting out with an archetype card this week. And you guys this week have the Village. Huge emphasis on community for you guys this week. See if I can manage that glare. Everybody knows that saying, right? It takes a village to raise a child. Although a lot of people don't like that saying, but it is absolutely true in my opinion. It's the hard work of society coming together, or a community coming together, to make this world a better place. And so somehow, in some way, for you guys this week, the community is very important, plays a very integral role in what's going on in your life, or how potentially you can contribute to the world. There may be something that you can contribute to the village, to make things better, to make the world a happier place, to share your light with your community. So we'll have a better idea once we get more cards on the table, how that relates to everything. But keep it in mind. Next card I'm going to pull is going to be a Moonology card. And this is going to give us an idea of what kinds of cosmic influences, what kind of energy is affecting you guys or your situation this week, you know, that's coming from outside of yourself. We have the full moon in Scorpio. Ooh, how can we get you to agree with me? There we go. It's time... I'm trying to trick my camera right now into focusing and then refocusing. Okay, so it's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. That didn't work. Sorry about that. Releasing negativity. This can be, in relation to the Village card, this can be you contributing to releasing negativity within your community or your family. And if the Village is relating to your family, then this is related to extended family as well, not just the nuclear, not just your household, but everyone that you know, everyone that you love, everyone that's in your circle. You going through the process of releasing negativity, people watching you going through a healing process such as a clearing, an energetic clearing, they're going to notice the difference within you, and hopefully it will set an example for the people around you on how they can better their lives by clearing their own negativity, things of that nature. So now I'm going to pull some oracle cards to get an idea of what the main situation is this week that you guys are dealing with. This deck is the Memento Mori deck. I am going to post all the decks that I use in the description box this week. I haven't done it in the past because I am forgetful. That's mostly why. It's because I forget. But I'm going to do it this week. I'm trying to be more informative. I don't know. Anyway, what is the main situation for Pisces this week? We have the Hourglass. Time is relevant in your situation right now, whether you're operating under a deadline or there's some kind of divine timing at work here. Let's see what that Hourglass is about. Ooh. Almost dropped all of my cards. We have the Moon. Oh, that's upside down. The Moon. Cycles, emotions, water energy. Obviously, the idea of time is closely related to the concept of the cycle. So every cycle comes and goes in its own time. So this could indicate that some kind of cycle that you're in at this point in time is coming to a close, or that something very important, an important moment in time is approaching you guys. There could be something very big coming your way. We'll get some more information when we have more cards on the table, but this could be why you need to release negativity. There could be something coming, or a set of circumstances that could kind of heighten the emotions and raise the energy around you or in your community, in your area. And so releasing negativity is very helpful in that way, because sometimes when we have a lot of high energy around us, I keep saying high energy, like, like energy spikes, Schumann spikes, things of that nature. This can amplify whatever we're feeling, whatever energy we're already putting out. So if you're putting out negativity and then you get hit by a wave of like an energetic spike, then this is just going to amplify the negativity. And you can see the result of that within the community. Okay, you can see that in the people around you, how they behave. Are they acting like themselves? You know what I mean? And we've been experiencing that a lot lately all over the world, these huge spikes in the Schumann resonance that appear to be correlated with some very intense incidents and happenings around the world. I see it on a global stage. I see it in my day-to-day life. Okay, people having a difficult time in a high-energy environment, regulating their emotions, disciplining themselves. This could also have something to do with karma, okay? Because karma is a cycle. Karma is related to time, somehow. And these days, a lot of people kind of, one of them is Psychic Sounds by B. Look up her channel. She's amazing. She talks a lot about how these days, karma appears to be returning to us very quickly. What we're putting out into the universe is swinging around and coming right back and kicking us in the ass, or rewarding us depending on what kind of energy we're putting out every day in the moment, So there could be an emphasis here on the kind of energy that you are putting out into your environment, into your community, and how this can come around to affect you at a later time. Let's see what else we've got. I want to clarify the moon. So we have the Gallows, which in this deck corresponds to the Lenormand tree card, which is all about growth and evolution. Development. I also kind of relate it to the Hanged Man, right? Reaching a point in your life where you releasing negativity, but also releasing old ideas, releasing anything that no longer serves you, releasing unhealthy habits and, unhealthy coping mechanisms. This is what allows for growth. This, it's a major factor when it comes to maturity, growing up, things of that nature. Let's get one more of these. So we have the Door. To me, the Door indicates some kind of opportunity making itself available to you at this time, or very soon in the near future. Another good reason why it is wise to do whatever you can to release any negativity that you hold within yourself, because it will hold you back from being able to enter that door and take advantage of whatever opportunities or possibilities are available. It's kind of like, you knock on a door. If you knock on the door aggressively with anger, you're shouting, you're yelling, you're much less likely to get an answer. Spirit works the same way. If you approach an opportunity with positivity and optimism and pure intentions, then there's so much more available to you. There's a lot more room to grow and flourish. So we'll go ahead now and we will clarify these cards with some tarot cards to get a better idea of what this opportunity is, what exactly it is that you need to release, and what this hourglass is all about as well. Now that I think about it, the hourglass can also refer to, did I say deadline already? It's almost like something is coming up, and that could cause a feeling of anxiety or worry or pressure. So in relation to the moon, I don't know, this was just popping into my head. The moon, nighttime. You know what? I'm going to leave that thought in my head, and I'm going to clarify with the tarot first. We'll come back to it. Let's clarify the hourglass, please, for Pisces. So we have the devil, but the devil is in reverse, okay? So the devil refers to anything that any attachments that we have that are unhealthy habits, anything that we do that causes us to bind ourselves. Excuse me. Anything that we do that hurts us. The devil exists within the self, always. So if this is something that is specific to you in this reading, this could be addiction of any kind. This can be unhealthy behaviors, unhealthy attitudes, pessimism, but it's in reverse. So this energy is leaving you at this time, is kind of how I interpret that. I think that you're going through a lot of internal healing right now when it comes to your habits and your behaviors, which does require a lot of reflection and a lot of self-awareness as well. Let's see, let's clarify the moon. Oh, dreams. Dreams can be indicated by the moon as well. Just throwing that out there. Let's clarify the moon. So we have the Two of Blades in reverse, kind of referring to some kind of stagnancy, an inability to make a decision, or an unwillingness to make a decision. Making a decision would require choosing one thing over another, or a compromise of some kind, which kind of shows that there's an unwillingness there on your part to move in any one direction at this point in time. It may be because you don't have enough information. It could be because it's just intimidating to make a choice that affects your life. I want to clarify that real quick. Let's clarify that Two of Swords. What is this decision? Could also indicate a crossroads, that you have reached a crossroads, but because it's in reverse, the energy is out of balance, and so it just seems like you're stuck. So we've got the Three of Rods in reverse to clarify that Two of Swords in reverse. More stagnant energy. You need some sort of breakthrough, some kind of epiphany, some kind of understanding to come into you about the situation that you're in. So I do feel that you're stuck on something mentally or intellectually. Like there's something that you either cannot release, something that you can't let go, or some detail that you're stuck on, that you're obsessing over, that is keeping you from seeing the bigger picture. It's stopping you from being able to have a full, open-minded perspective of your situation, or an objective perspective of your situation. The moon has a lot to do with emotions as well, so you could be, this could be an emotional hang-up for you. Something that you can't get over, something that you can't let go. Let's clarify the Gallows. We have the Tower. So this could be happening now. This could be something that's happened in the past. The Tower moment is something that shakes everything up. It shakes up your world. And it kind of, in the traditional tarot, it's lightning strike hitting the tower and causing you to fall from the tower, taking you back down to the bottom, to ground level, where instead of looking at the world, looking down on the world from the top, now you're looking up at the sky from the bottom. And you're seeing everything from a different perspective for the first time. And it kind of strips you from any perceptions or ideas that you had before that were not realistic, or that were unhealthy, or just that did not serve you. Okay, this tower could be the consequence of a decision you made in the past. Because I do kind of see a little bit of a theme of karma with the moon and the devil in reverse and the hourglass, honestly. But the tower can be a very good thing. In fact, it usually is a very good thing because it instigates change. So if you are stuck right now, this is very much like a stuck type of energy here. So if you're stuck and you're having a hard time making a decision, you don't know what you want to do, or you're afraid to make a decision, you're afraid to take the first step in any direction, then this tower moment comes in to just kind of give you that extra kick in the butt to get you moving again. It's going to put you in a position where you have to choose if you can't do it of your own volition. We'll come back to that. I am going to clarify all of these with one more tarot deck in just a moment. So let's go ahead and move on to the door. We'll clarify the door. What is this door referring to? What is this opportunity? Okay, so I had two come out to clarify the door. First, I had the Magician, Oops. The Master Manifester. Your ability to manifest whatever it is that you want. We also have the Five of Rods that came out alongside that. So this to me indicates creative problem solving. There we go. This door, this opportunity, this is going to allow you somehow to come to an answer or a solution for some issue that you've been dealing with recently. But you have to be open to it. I think that that's what we're looking at over here with this Two of Swords and the Three of Wands in reverse. Like, you're just not open to the answer yet. But it's something that you have to be willing to consider. There is what's the word I'm looking for? A solution. There's a solution to your problem. But your mind's just not open to it yet. But I feel like this issue, whatever it is time sensitive. You do need to figure it out. And you're getting there. You're on your way. You're getting rid of this unhealthy devil energy here. You're starting to gain a more reasonable perspective of yourself and your situation. Okay, there's this element of growth going on here. So whatever's happening right now, it is helping you to grow as a person. It's maturing you. I think that this is probably a very major event, whatever's going on, because we have so many major arcana cards on the table at this time. We have the Devil, we have the Tower, and the Magician. So your ability to solve your own problems. You may at this point still be looking for an answer elsewhere or waiting for somebody else to come in and help you solve your problem, but that's not how this is going to happen. That could be how the village is involved in this as well. Is that you're kind of hoping that the village will step in and kind of hold your hand and carry you through this door and give you all the answers that you need. But I think Spirit here is telling you that you really have to work for it this time. And you have been. It looks like you have been, because that Devil is in reverse. It's not like you're doing nothing. I think it's fear. I think it is fear and anxiety that is stopping you from trying to make this decision. But there is a solution to your problem. So if this resonates with you and you are having a problem right now and you feel hopeless or powerless over your situation, you're not. You're just not. It just hasn't occurred to you yet what exactly you can do about it. So I will switch decks now and we'll try to see what it is that you can do to solve this issue. First, we'll clarify the hourglass with the Devil in reverse. So we have the Ten of Air. Observation, big picture, and discovery. Associated with the constellation Telescopium and Reticulum. Let's see, put that there. So Ten of Air associated with the Ten of Swords, which indicates, one, the completion of some kind of situation or cycle, but also a total shift in perspective from a hard lesson learned. So I think that the reason why this Devil is in reverse is because you have learned a very difficult lesson recently, whether it be through mistakes that you've made or simply, negative consequences to a decision you made or an action that you took. That was based, and I'm not saying that you did something wrong or like that you're a bad person. I never ever judge anyone in my readings. That's not what this is about. I think that you are just operating from the wrong perspective. You were not seeing reality as it really is. You had a very limited point of view, as most people do up until, they learn better. And this is a situation where you're learning better. You're doing it right now. And it's not always fun. In fact, it can be very painful. That Ten of Air energy is rough. Always. Very similar to death energy as well, which is a good thing because this allows for rebirth. This allows for you to, renew yourself and make something new out of your situation, to change the way you approach your problems, to change the way you approach life, period. Let's clarify the Moon and the Two of Swords with the Three of Rods. So we have the Hanged Man. There we go. Faith, guidance, outside force. So this confirms what I was saying earlier. The Spirit is stepping in and setting you up in such a way that you are going to be forced to make this decision, but it is for your best interest. It's to help you. It's to save you. It's to push you in the right direction. And it's probably going to come in the form of this Tower moment here. So have faith too. That's kind of the message of that card. Have faith in the universe that it is doing what it needs to do to help you, no matter how it feels in the moment. Spirit is trying to guide you. Whether or not you choose to listen and follow, it's your own decision. That's all completely 100% up to you. Human free will and all that. But there are forces at work, unseen forces that are dedicated to your growth, to your progress. So let's clarify the gallows with the Tower. So the King of Fire, Ophiuchus and Serpens, knowledge, ethics, and integrity. So this is just a situation that's going to really open your eyes to a lot of things. Whatever it is that you've been blind to, whatever it is that has limited your point of view, your perspective, that block is about to be completely removed, just ripped away by this event, this Tower moment. But it's to empower you with the truth. Because no matter how much it hurts, it's always so much better to be coming from a place of truth and understanding than it is to continue to operate comfortably from, a faulty mindset. And ethics and integrity come into this as well, in the sense that this is how you learn how to interact with other people. Okay, going back to the village for a minute. Regarding your fellow human beings with the respect and integrity that they deserve. And then you receive that in turn, which you also deserve, respect and integrity as well. And then it's not that you were unethical before, but I think that this situation is going to give you an idea, a better idea of how your decisions can affect other people. And depending on your situation, this could be very difficult as well, especially if you've made some mistakes that hurt somebody else. We've all been there. We've all done it. But this is a lesson, a life lesson for you on, how to do right by others, I feel like. For some of you, not all of you. Again, general reading, can't resonate with everybody. Let's clarify now the door with the Magician and the Five of Rods. We have the Five of Water. Cetus, and it says, underlying emotional issues, self-doubt, and fear. Sorry, putting it up that close again to try to trick my camera, and it worked this time. So this conflict right here, this is that underlying emotional issue. I think that's also what's being referred to here by the moon. And again, that self-doubt, that fear that's holding you back, that's keeping you from making a decision, that's keeping you from moving forward. That's the conflict that you're encountering. The conflict is totally 100% internal for you guys this week. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move on to the Oracle cards and see what other insight we can get. So I used the cards that I just pulled to describe the situation, and now these cards are going to be advice or insight on what you can do to have power over your own situation, to release that negativity, to to grow, to move forward, to do right by yourself and by your community. So what advice do we have for Pisces this week? Okay, we have Galaxy, community, diversity, and contributions. Very closely related to this Village card here as well. So the focus here for you guys this week is, what can I do for others? How can I best be of service to my community, to the people around me? And that's sometimes what people need. This almost kind of reminds me of, because we were talking about the devil in reverse, and the devil referring to sometimes addiction, things of that nature. And one of the things in a lot of different types of addiction treatments, in the therapy, in the counseling, it has to do with being of service to others. Coming to the conclusion or recognizing and acknowledging the fact that that addiction was fed in part by a level of selfishness, and that it is very self-serving to constantly indulge your own senses to the point that it is an addiction or that it is disruptive. It's an imbalance in terms of focus on self to focus on others. So there's this huge emphasis on being of service to others when it comes to personal healing. To help others, it helps you help yourself. It's like that show, Paroles and Pipples and Parolees, or something like that, where you have people who are on parole. They learn how to be to make better decisions for themselves by being put in charge of the care of another creature, of these dogs, these rescues, you know. And through that process, it's been very successful. That you learn how to love yourself, you learn how to take care of yourself by loving and taking care of other people. So if you have a problem and you can't figure out where you're going wrong and you're having trouble healing, whatever the issue is for you, maybe shift your focus to the community. Maybe shift your focus to helping others. You might learn a lot. That could be what opens the door for you guys. Okay, next deck. What does Pisces need to focus on when it comes to the community? We have the Snake. Transformation and change. Transforming yourself. Okay, and setting an example for the people around you. I think I said that earlier as well. Or maybe that was a different reading. It's a common theme this week. This is a major transformation that you're going through at this time, and you don't really have a choice. Hang on and put on your seatbelt and enjoy the ride, because, you know, you're not driving right now. But again, all for the greater good, all for your best interest. And in terms of helping the community, I think that if you make your focus on making the community better and doing the work, whatever it is that you can do to transform your community into a safer, happier, healthier, brighter place, will in return come right back to you and allow you to experience a very powerful and affirmative transformation as well. So the next card I'm going to pull, I think I'm going to ask Spirit how you guys can help yourself while you help the community. What can Pisces do for themselves? Kind of like self-care. The best way for you to practice self-care this week. So we have opalite and goldstone. True self, exploration, self-reflection, clarity, and drive. Also communication. That goldstone is often referred to as a stone for communication. So this theme of exploring yourself, getting to know yourself, having a very clear and objective view on who you are, where you're at, how you got there. And then sharing your story with other people within the community, people who are going through the same kind of thing that you are. Your voice is very powerful. And the way that you help to transform your community could simply be by sharing your story. By talking to other people about what you've been through, you know, how you're navigating your journey and what you've learned along the way to help people who aren't quite on your level yet. And then in turn, you listen to the stories of people who have surpassed your growth and you learn from them. It is a cycle, right? We teach each other. That's the importance of the village. We each have our own individual knowledge, our own experiences, our own skills and talents, and then we come together and we share those with each other and we enrich each other's lives infinitely in that way. And I think, again, going back to this releasing the negativity, it's because you have too much positivity to offer the community, and your voice, your message cannot be heard properly if it's attached to any kind of negativity, or if it's coming from a place of pessimism or bitterness. Okay, so you really have to release that within yourself. Forgive yourself, love yourself, whatever you've got to do to be as positive and happy and full of light as possible, because it's light that you want to share with the community, not darkness. Okay, so 2 more oracle cards and then we'll call it good. I'm going to pull some cards from the shamanic medicine deck. 1 more card to focus on your personal healing. So we have death. Good old death. Transmigration. So I think that this has a lot to do with just allowing this transformation to occur. And finding a way to transmute the negative energy that you have into positive energy. Taking the bad and turning it into good. Not just necessarily releasing it and dropping it, but changing it as you change yourself so that you have something good to give to others. which is pretty much what I was just saying already anyway. It's just confirmation from this deck that this is a major transformation that you are going through personally, but also your community. And that this transformation is extremely important and directly tied in to what you have to offer to other people. One more oracle card, and then we will call it good. Just one more card to give us the bigger picture, to describe the bigger picture for Pisces this week when it comes to everything that's going on. When it comes to your purpose, when it comes to your process, what is the bigger picture? So we have Venus undone. And this has a lot to do with opening the heart and allowing ourselves to be vulnerable in order to, be able to make those emotionally intimate connections with other human beings. When I say intimate, that doesn't mean like, it doesn't have to mean sexual or romantic in any way. It's just being able to share the deepest parts of yourself with other people freely. Being comfortable in your own vulnerability and becoming powerful within that vulnerability as well. This does indicate to me that you may be very guarded emotionally at this time, as many people are. Totally fair. I'm going to show you that card again so that I can try to trick my camera one more time. I think it's beautiful. This deck is amazing. The Wilderness Collide deck. There we go. So all in all, just to recap this entire reading in 30 seconds or less, you're going through a very huge transformation right now, internally. It's the growing up process, the coming of age process, if you will. Old or young, we all experience this several times throughout our lives. You're coming to some big realizations, possibly because of mistakes that you've made and the consequences that you've endured because of that. And Spirit wants you to know that, one, you don't need to hate yourself because of any of it. You don't need to beat yourself up. You don't need to have any regret. This all happened. I'm losing my voice, so if I sound kind of weird, that's why. I'm sorry. But this all occurred in order for you to be able to take what you've learned and give it to others. The universe is turning you into a teacher. It's using you to set an example for everyone else around you that they can follow, that they can take guidance from you and experience the same positive transformation. Your death, your transformation allows for the evolution of so many other people you may not even really know, okay, but who might notice you and notice the changes occurring within yourself. Hearing the words that you're saying, and it can resonate with them on such a deep level because you've both been there. And that is how you can be of service to others. That is how you can fulfill one of the most important jobs we have on this planet, which is to help our fellow man and to work together to make this world a better place. Okay, Pisces, so that's what I've got for you guys this week. Thank you for joining me. You're going to be okay. This may be a difficult time, but you will pull through. You're very important. You're very beautiful. You're very powerful. And it's your turn to shine, to grow and flourish and shine your light on the community and the world around you. So thank you again for joining me today. You guys take care, and I will see you next week.